Hey guys, I know I haven't posted in a while. I haven't had much time and I still don't, but it's going to be a very short and unedited video. So, some of you may or may not have been fans of Linkin Park, but most of you probably know who they are. They're a rock band that's been around since 2001, and they've been one of my favorite bands since 2001, so for the past 16 years. I may not have liked some of their more recent music, but that's just all preference. I've loved most of their work, and as people, they were amazing. And earlier today, the lead singer, Chester Bennington, was found dead. He committed suicide and hung himself. And he's been depressed for a long time. That's not news. That's nothing that nobody already knew about. But yeah, it's heartbreaking. They've been a big part of my life, even though obviously, like, I'm not a friend of theirs. I'm not family. I didn't know Chester personally. But even just as a fan, they've been a part of my life and a major part of it for 16 years. And Chester has been a part of my life for 16 years, and I don't know, it's just really sad. I already cried before. Not gonna cry on camera, but to think that I could cry, uncontrollably over someone that I've never met is crazy. But that's what music and art does, I guess. The thing that's important to remember, and it's part of the reason I'm even recording this video as a tribute to Chester, is that depression doesn't care who you are. I've seen people commenting things like, he's rich and famous and internationally known, and he has all this money and all this success, and he has a family, a wife, and kids, and what does he have to be sad about? The thing that people need to realize is that depression is not sadness. It's just not. They're two different things. Everyone is sad at some point. Everyone has loss. Everyone grieves. But not everyone is depressed. Depression is something entirely different. It's a disease. And no matter how well you're doing in life, in terms of the life that you're living, that doesn't have any bearing on how well you're doing up here. And in Chester's case, despite his massive success and his family and friends and his art, it just wasn't enough. And finally, he lost his battle with depression. So I just want to make sure that, he gets the proper tribute and credit that he deserves. And I want people to think before they say anything about him and realize that saying things like, oh, what does he have to be sad about after he's already committed suicide is just judging someone who won't even be around to defend themselves anymore. And it's judging them based on a false notion of what depression even is. So before you start to say anything like that, or make a joke about, oh, he should have killed himself because the new album was so bad, which I've seen people say, just think about the fact that he was a real person, not just this image of a celebrity that you all saw on TV and the music videos. He was a real person, he had friends and family, and they're all left without him now. And he didn't do it because he was a coward, he did it because it was too much. He couldn't cope anymore. And, well, that's all I'm going to say. But just think about the fact that he is a human being, that he was a human being before you judge him for what he ultimately felt that he had no choice but to do. And, Just rest in peace, Chester. Hope your legacy lives on. And the love that you generated and promoted with your music and with your interviews and your humor and your charity, Music for Relief. I hope it all continues to do great things in your name. Because if anyone deserves to leave behind a positive legacy, even when there was nothing left for them, or when it felt like there was nothing left for them, it's you. So thank you, Chester, for everything you've done, and we will miss you.